Could you ask Toppies how he feels that the climate has changed over the past sort of 5-10 years in South Africa?
Yeah, Toppies. Nama kobache COP 17 sa Durban saha.
Nama daka.
Yeah, nama kobache.
Tidak kelarip ngara ha. Tidak karo kasa. Come on, kaka. Okay.
Yeah, I come from the Kalahari, and it's very important for me to transfer my knowledge also to the younger children.
Si nganupje abitma. Upje kai se ngasa. Si daje si dani on.
It's a problem for me because the rain is not coming and we are depending on the traditional food. And I'm especially very much concerned because what can I tell the children now? The food is not there anymore and the food is getting drier and drier.
Si dati kai si konghan sinje ngas ngara otwa. Hanuka si da wikau o dani kai se kan.
Yeah, and these food are not only using by us, but it's also been using by our animals. So if there is no food, then there is no life.
And Wenzel, is there a worry on your half that we are going to see indigenous peoples and unique cultures around Africa disappear as a result of climate change, that they will be migrating to the cities and leaving behind their traditional ways?
Yeah, you see, it is very important to us as a San community that we must participate in such global climate change. And then also that it affects adoption for our life, our social life in culture, where we grow, like our generation. We must teach them. So for us, it's very important to teach them. So it is very affect us. So the climate change, like he mentioned, it is very diplomatic things what's going on and what's happened in the global.
And do you feel that you have any say when it comes to a big meeting like this? Do you feel that the people at the top are actually listening to what you and your fellow South Africans are thinking and saying?
That is our San community, our San people. So we must say something. So it's very important that we have a say in the such meeting like today. So I'm very happy to say my idea with we are hunters, like everybody knows. There's Bushman in the past, they call us the Bushman, and I stand live front of the world. Today they must listen to us. So to us it's very important that you must have a say. So I'm going to take it and kara tom te na hu ten tona hiegwe na wo ten tona te taegwe ni ho jigama na mo go te te damate wo te de ho te wo na kona ki an kara kiri na go tom ho jiyo ka o hawde ni climate ngebe te kona ji ate ho ji wo te tama de tunta te ko yete an kara te klante te wo ha tama.
And Anna, a final one to Isaac, if we may. Could you ask Isaac if he fears for the future of his children and his children's children, and how their lives may change from their traditional roots?
Afrikaans.
Kuap ngadaran huati ting aniske isa si san aniske ngwapa amase dara kai ta chunga kau he hunga ting hu piera kai sera tan a si ti abike huban hu ai ba hu de abiko nok ko ha si nga hun amatara kai se da kan kau si he hu dara ko kharati sia hu ye or the Kariros that are Kovatna Taranhua. Wat er mij die probleem is, dat is een groot verandering hier en ik zie ook aan de kant van die Kalahari, ik is geboren in die Kalahari, groot geraakt, ik leef bijna weer aan die natuur. En ik is een man wat opgetreden als leier voor kinders, gee kinders onder spoorsnykursusse binne in die veld. Maar nou ons proklamasie van ons Kalahari area is baie droog. Ons klimaat gaan baie later en die omstandighede van ons plante natuurlike hulpbronne gaan daarmee heen en ons dis eintlik 'n bekommernis vir ons.
Yes, definitely it is important, and I'm very much concerned. I'm from the Kalahari, and again, I'm living very close to the nature, and it's a big concern because our water levels are going down, and I'm afraid of our natural resources. Our plants is no more in the texture like we used to be. Like our plants are normally, for instance, the tsama normally is keeping the water, and it's getting lesser and less water inside, and it's also getting drier and drier. So definitely it is a big concern.
And Anna, you've all spoken very eloquently about the issues and problems that will be affecting your communities and communities across Africa. A final question, if I may to you. What would be your message to the delegates in the conference centre near where we're standing now? Many say politically, economically, financially, it's too difficult to come to a binding solution, too difficult to come to a global agreement, but we see here and we've heard your thoughts. What would you say to those delegates?
I think it's very important for our government also to recognize the indigenous peoples, especially for us as San communities within Southern Africa, because we do have our land, but yet it's also a big challenge as our rights are not yet fully recognized. And for indigenous people, we would like to also make use of other mechanisms as our natural resources are really it's getting lesser and lesser, and we are all worried about. So indigenous peoples must also be involved within the solutions of that. So we hope that somewhere, somehow, people can hear our voice and include us within this process. I mean, you need all role players. So we are from the nature, and nature goes hand in hand with science. We know the nature, but it's important to recognize the traditional knowledge of the indigenous peoples.
Marvellous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.